Hey guys, it's Jessie. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video and another reading vlog. Today we have a super fun one. We have another bit of a timed challenge type of thing, in that I am going to be doing the kind of trend that I've seen going around, which is can I finish my TBR before the end of the month. So my April TBR was pretty hefty and I have done, I think, a pretty good job so far of reading a bunch of them, but I do have 7 books that I haven't got around to quite yet, so I will chat to you guys about those, chat to you about the plans for this video. It's Sunday the 28th and I have today, Monday and Tuesday to finish my April TBR. So, you know, when I finish it I feel like the answer is quite clear, but I'm going to give it a go anyway and try and get as many of them done as possible. So let me just chat to you guys about what is left on the TBR. So firstly, we have Murder in a Heatwave. This is a collection of short stories from like classic crime authors. I read the first one of these, so I feel like I'm like about up to what, here or so like a teeny tiny bit of the way through, but this one's a pretty short one anyway, so this should definitely not be too difficult. Then I've got The Last Thing He Told Me by Laura Dave. This is like a pretty long thriller. Then I have Skin Deep by Laura Jarrett, which is a romance. I have Stone Blind by Natalie Haynes. This is a Greek mythology retelling. And then I've also got Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. Those are all the physical ones. Then on my Kindle I have 2. Firstly, I have Grey After Dark, which you can see on here. That's a thriller. And I've also got Little White Lies by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, who wrote the Inheritance games and stuff like that. That's also on here. That is a YA mystery, I believe. And then also alongside that, it wasn't technically on my TBR, but it is a new release for the month that I have started, and I would quite like to finish it before the end of the month. And also I feel like you guys probably would like to know my thoughts on this, so my plan is to hopefully finish this today, so I will include it in this video. I know it's not technically on my TBR, but it's on like my mental TBR, and that is Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I'm about a quarter of the way through this. I started this in a weekly vlog that you guys won't see for another week or so sorry about the continuity on that one, but I am excited to get into this one, and I don't want to have it kind of like hanging over for like 4 more days. I think I might as well finish this off as soon as possible. So I will have some caveats. So firstly, out of these ones, 3 of these are earmarked for other videos. Firstly, The Last Thing He Told Me I'm reading in a big video project. This one I'm reading in a vlog that I had to push back to next month. And then Divine Rivals, same, I also had to push that back to the start of next month. So I'm not going to be kind of making a proper effort with those ones. If I do manage to finish somehow all of the other books, then I might read 1 or 2 of them, and then I just wouldn't talk really about my ratings. But I still do have, obviously, Murder in a Heatwave, Stone Blind, 2 books on my Kindle, and also this one to get to, and I think that will pretty much keep us busy for 3 days. Like, I don't think we have to worry about that, but my main focus is going to be on the 2 physical ones, and then maybe Little White Lies, just because I had to buy that for this specific TBR, and it was like specifically generated as that book. So that is kind of where we are at. I think I'm going to start off hopefully by finishing this one today, and then maybe I could read a couple stories from this and kind of split this up over the few days, because I mean the first one I wasn't oversold on. I'm not 100% sure how much I'm going to enjoy this one, but I think if I split it up into a few stories a day, that would make it a little bit easier to get through. I also have the audiobook for Stone Blind with my BorrowBox library app, so I think I will start that one as well via that, and then I can also read this physically as well, do a little bit of a mix. So that is kind of the plan. I'll catch up with you when I have some progress, but yeah, fingers crossed I can get through a good amount of books in the next few days. Let's see. I have genuinely no idea why I tell you things and then do the exact opposite. I finished Stone Blind, the entire thing, yesterday, so I was like, yeah, I might pick up Just for the Summer, blah blah blah. No, I picked this one up instead, which I hadn't even started, and read the entire thing yesterday. As soon as I found out that Natalie Haynes narrates this, it was over. It was over. I had to listen to the entire thing yesterday evening. I am obsessed with that woman. The way she narrates books, I think I just adore. Like, I genuinely want that woman to narrate every single audiobook ever. She brings so much like humour and lightheartedness. Obviously a lot of it is her writing anyway, but with her narration like coupled alongside it, it's genuinely excellent. I adored this one so much. I was partially reading alongside the audiobook, partially just listening to the audio, and then the final like 50 pages I read physically. I adored this so much. 4.75. The only reason why it wasn't quite a 5-star for me, firstly I would like to reread it. That's kind of a given. I want to like reread every book that she writes that I've read. I've read 2 of her non-fictions, by the way, that's what I'm referring to, and they were both narrated by her as well. The only reason it wasn't a full 5, I think, is I enjoyed the part that I was reading physically less than the rest of it, if that makes sense. So I don't know whether it was fully like just the audiobook pulling it through, but then also like I can give an audiobook 5 stars. Like, I don't even know, it just kind of felt more like a 4.75 that I could maybe come back to and it would be a 5-star on a reread kind of thing. So it's like a, could be boosted up 4.75 if that makes sense. But this is following Medusa's story. It's a Greek myth retelling. It follows a lot of other female characters as well that kind of relate to the story, which I enjoyed too. I saw a couple of criticisms on Goodreads saying it's not really fully Medusa's story, because I would say like her perspective and following her takes up about a third to kind of half of it, and then we're following obviously a bit of Perseus as well, but also like a lot of the other women that kind of are involved in the story. There's a lot of Athene in here and also a little bit of Medea. What I loved as well in this is we get perspectives like from so many different people. We get perspectives from a crow, which was hilarious. We get perspectives from an olive tree. We get to see a lot of people in Greek mythology, but then the non-human characters, there's an olive tree, snakes and a crow. I just thought it was really good. I love the humour in these books as well as the kind of more feminist retellings. I feel like it gives a really strong voice to a lot of the female characters in Greek mythology, and you guys know I'm so in my Greek mythology era right now, so I absolutely adored this. And yeah, picked it up via audiobook and had an excellent time with it. I cannot wait to reread, so this is going straight onto my little favourite shelf. I am obsessed with it, and also the cover's gorgeous. Everything about it I adored, like literally no notes. You had like a perspective from Medusa's severed head at points, and like it was just so excellent. Like I really loved it. It had me tearing up, it had me laughing. Like I cannot emphasize to you guys how much I enjoyed this and Natalie Haynes' writing. I need to pick up everything that woman has written. So obviously, like I said, I didn't end up getting to Just for the Summer. It is Monday morning now. I say morning, oh, it's actually a bang on 12 o'clock, which is fun. I need to do some uni revision, but I think the plan for today, I have started a little bit of the audiobook for Little White Lies, just because I think I have some Spotify credit left, so I thought I'd use it on that, because I don't think Grey After Dark has an audio yet, and I'm enjoying Just for the Summer physically. And then Murder and Heatwave I hopefully will get through at some point. So the plan for today, I don't know whether I want to kind of focus more on my TBR than Just for the Summer, and maybe save Just for the Summer for tomorrow if I have time. So I think maybe the plan for today is to finish Little White Lies. It is like 400 pages or so, but then it is also YA. The audiobook on Spotify kind of comes across a bit muffled and like bad quality, I don't know why. But I also have it on my Kindle, so I can pick it up on there, and then maybe make a bit of progress in Murder and Heatwave too. That would be ideal. So yeah, that is the plan for today. I will catch up with you maybe a little bit later on in the afternoon, and hopefully I'll have some more progress to share. I completely forgot to update you guys yesterday. I'm very sorry. I literally meant to do 2 updates. I meant to update you in the evening and then at night, and I literally just didn't, unfortunately. But I have a little bit of progress, not quite as much as I would love to have, but I'm now on page 201 of the, not the naturals, it's Little White Lies, which is pretty much a bang on 50% of the way through, and it's okay. I mean, to be honest, this is reading extremely young YA, like I'd say like 13 rather than like most YA. Sorry, I've just, you know, done my fringe, and she needs to settle, but I need to film this update because I'm gonna head out. God, she's actually huge. Okay, it's reading like 12 rather than like 14, 15. Do you know what I mean? Like it's reading very young. I really don't like the main character. Like she's so like sassy in the way that like a 12-year-old would like want to be sassy, but she's like 18. But like just the way she speaks, I'm finding very cringe. She's very much like, I'm not like other girls. But it's basically very similar to the Inheritance games, where this girl has kind of been plucked out of somewhat poverty and put into this super rich society where all these debutantes have got like these secrets and things like that, and there's like every now and again there's flashbacks to like 9 months later, or flash forwards I guess, and the whole thing is kind of like 9 months ago, and then you get the main plot of them being arrested for something. I don't even know, like it's just kind of fine. Like it's all over the place. It's sitting like so aggressively at like a 3-star. Like there's nothing wrong with it, it's just not for me. And I think I'm very interested in the naturals, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy that more than this. Like I'm pretty sure this is like quite solidly going to be her worst book, and I don't think I'm going to continue on with the series. But like for what it is, for like a children's book, but the thing is as well, it's got kind of like adult themes in here, but it's written very young. Like it's written almost as if the reader is stupid. So like maybe like a 14-year-old would enjoy this, but like as a 21-year-old it's not really doing it for me, unfortunately. But it is an easy read, it's a simple read. The audiobook's on Spotify, so I'm enjoying it through that. I also have Grey After Dark on here to read as well, and I've been doing some thinking about Murder in Heatwave, and to be honest, I just don't think that I'm going to enjoy this. I actually think I might not really DNF it because I only got a chapter in, but I might just like unhaul it. Like I think since picking this up I've realised that I don't like old mysteries, I guess. I like a contemporary mystery, and also I need to be able to feel reasonably connected to a character to care about a twist. So I think the short story format just isn't for me. Like, the idea of picking this up, I just know for a fact I'm not going to enjoy it. From what I felt about the first one, it was kind of like a chore to pick up. Ultimately, I just don't think that this is going to be for me, so I am going to actually unhaul this and not read it and just like remove it from my Goodreads. Like, I'm not marking it as a DNF. I know for a fact I'm not going to give it over a 3. The average rating is like very, very low on Goodreads anyway, so like people that even enjoy this genre aren't a big fan of it. So yeah, this is kind of being taken off the TBR, which does make things a little bit easier for me, because that means today I just have to read Grey After Dark and Little White Lies, and I definitely think that is doable. I need to film my TBR for this month. I filmed the rolls, and I very much need to now finish these 2 books, because I have said that I will finish them before the end of the month, so I've not included them as kind of like punishment rolls. I need to film that TBR, edit it and get it up today. I also want to head into town for a bit, so I'll have time to listen to the audiobook doing that. So that's about what I'll do now, and I think I should probably hopefully have this finished like before dinner, maybe like mid-afternoon time. I'm not too sure, but fingers crossed. It's a very easy listen, it's a very easy read. It's just like not really my personal taste, I guess. So yeah, I'll catch up with you hopefully before dinner, and hopefully having finished this so I can then just like binge Grey Before Dark this evening. That is the goal, that is the plan. We'll see how we go. Hey guys, so I didn't catch up with you before dinner, but I did just have dinner, and I finished The Naturals before dinner, which I'm very, very pleased about. We're on track, which is good. I do think that even if I don't quite finish Grey After Dark this evening, I'm still counting it as a tick off if I get like over halfway through, and then I think I can just finish it tomorrow morning if I really, really need to. But obviously I would like to finish it tonight. I do think Just for the Summer is a bit of a pipe dream. I don't think that is going to happen for me, but I will read that at some point soon. Also, the lighting's odd because my light's coming from over here. Also, I really hope this records, because I've been having trouble with my camera all day, and like the SD card is not working, and I wanted to get my TBR up, but I think the files of me doing the rolls for the TBR are corrupted, which is like not ideal because they can't really be replicated. Like if it was me just chatting about the books, I could film it again, but I don't really know what to do there. But that is an issue maybe for tomorrow. I've ordered a new adapter, so hopefully it should be fine. But The Naturals, to be honest, I did not really enjoy it very much. I didn't find the mystery interesting at all. It was more so kind of like figuring out why the girls got arrested, because that's what you're getting kind of flash forwards to, and like I just didn't care. There was also a mystery about who her dad was, and I didn't care, and all of the writing felt very much like YA. It felt like what like a 13-year-old thinks being 18 is going to be like, and I just didn't really find it very interesting, gripping, or very good at all. Like none of it was interesting to me, so I've decided to give it a 2.75, I believe is what I kind of settled on. Like, it wasn't an awful book. I think a 12-year-old would love this. Just for me, it was not it, and I won't be continuing on with the series, and overall, like, a bit of a flop for me, unfortunately, but I do think her other series are probably a lot better. So yeah, I'm moving on to Grey After Dark now. I am excited because I loved Ask for Andrea by the same author. I have quite high hopes, so let's see what I think of it, and hopefully I can get at least halfway through this evening. Hey guys, so it is a couple of days later now, and I wanted to just give you a little update on how I did. So again, I for some reason decided to do the exact opposite of what I said I was going to do, and I was feeling like a little bit kind of all over the place. This has been such a chaotic week for me. I feel like everything like stressful that could happen in every element of my life has kind of fallen on one week, so it was a little bit stressful, and I didn't really feel like picking up Grey After Dark, so I ended up just finishing Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I finished the second half of this all in one sitting, and I absolutely adored this. Apologies that it wasn't technically on the TBR, so I've really kind of deviated from the theme of this video, but I really loved it. Justin in here is like my perfect book boyfriend. I thought he was absolutely adorable, and I also loved Emma in here as well. I really loved the kind of full-fleshed outness of the characters. I loved the side characters. I loved the inclusions of Waken and Alexis and Daniel. That was such an interesting like tie-in. I absolutely adore Abby Jimenez's writing, so like 5 star, 5 star, 5 star. I didn't quite know why people were crying at this. It was definitely like emotional, but not enough to like move me to tears, but I adored it. I think it's absolutely up there with yours truly and Part of Your World. This series is just like impeccable romance books. I adore all of them so much. I think they're absolutely just incredible, like really excellent romance books, so I would highly recommend them. So obviously it is now not April anymore, we are in May, and unfortunately I did not finish my TBR. So I did, like I said, finish The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This was definitely the dud of the video. I think I gave it a 2.5. Like I really cannot remember anything about it. I don't care for it at all. Like I literally, it's like completely gone from my brain. And obviously the one that I was planning on reading that we didn't was Grey After Dark, but once a book is on my TBR I will be reading it at some point, because I will finish all these books before the end of the year. It's just I will hopefully try and fit them into some other type of vlog. So like you will see me vlog reading this, just unfortunately it was not today. And then our other major success was Stone Blind by Natalie Haynes. I think I gave this a 4.75. This I adored. I cannot wait to reread this. I love Natalie Haynes's audiobook narration as well as her writing. I think she is absolutely incredible. I love everything that she does, and I cannot wait to pick up some of her other books. I'm super excited. So yeah, like I said, we didn't get around to these ones. Obviously we had like a DNF / unhaul here anyway, and then these three, as I kind of predicted, we did not get around to. I definitely want to do this video again next month. Obviously we'll see where I am at with my TBR. I do think I can do better next month, definitely. I don't think it'd be very difficult for me to do better, to be honest, but I did only leave myself like 3 days, which I think was a bit difficult. However, I do want to say sorry that this was kind of a little bit of a mess of a reading vlog. I definitely feel like I'm like constantly playing catch up, like with my SD card breaking and like being like thrown off of my revision plans and stuff like that. Like it's all been a bit chaotic, but Tuesday, so like when my next video goes live, will be the last day of my exams, and after that I have like 2 months or so where I don't have any responsibilities at all, so I can definitely get back on track with my reading and everything like that, and I'm still ahead of my goal, so that's fine. So overall we had a super fun time with these two. I can't technically this month finish my TBR before the end of the month, but we had fun trying, and you know what, that's all that matters. So yeah, I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a like down below, hit subscribe and turn the bell to join a little club, and make sure you turn on all notifications, then you'll be notified every single time I post a new video. And if you want to watch one of my other videos, there'll be 2 on screen now to pick from, as well as they've linked up in the cards from earlier. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!